Buenas tardes. Soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with your lesson of the week. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, for what is needed this week, the card that came out first was the King of Coin, along with the Four of Coins. Okay, so the King of Coins is someone who's obviously secured the bag. Now, the King of Coins is someone that's a hard worker, someone that is seen as a leader, someone that's reliable. I mean, they're in charge of the coin. They've got all the coins. And paired with the Four of Coins, and let me explain about the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins has a lot to do with greed, has a lot to do with overthinking and fear. So, what this is telling you is you have to stop being afraid. Give the concept of being afraid, give it a pathway to the garbage can. You gotta stop being afraid. Like they say, with the greater the risk, the greater the reward. Now, I'm not going and saying like bet all your money on one thing, because the King of Coin also wants, or is also telling you that you have to be realistic on what it is that you need to succeed in whatever venture you're dedicating your time and ability to. So you can't always be afraid of the past and how things haven't worked out for other people and how things haven't worked out for you. You know, you have to learn, or you have to understand, you have to be realistic on what it's going to take in order to succeed and reach this level of abundance, whatever abundance it is that you're looking for, whether it's in love, whether it's work or family life, money. You have to dedicate and be realistic about what it needs to reach that level. With this card, it tells you that, like with money, you have to remember that when it comes to money becomes useless if you're not willing to use it to get what you need. Or, think of it as like the concept of quality over quantity. Would you prefer something of quality, or would you prefer the quality of it or the quantity of it? That's one of the things you have to like consider is, if you want something of quality, you're gonna invest and put money towards something that you're really gonna benefit from. So how do you get this? What came out was the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card does have to do with romance and love, but it also has to do with partnerships, collaboration, making a choice, or having to bring something together. Now, to clarify, I did something different. I wound up drawing a clarification card, and what came out was the World. Now, the World has a lot to do with accomplishment, has a lot to do with wisdom, completion. Now, I'm going to jump ahead, and what came out for what needs to be given is the Page of Coins. The Page of Coins has a lot to do with continuing education, diligence, working really hard, continuing to study. And I pulled out a clarifier for it, and what came out was the Devil card. Now, the Devil card, this lovely little angel right here, should not be something that you're afraid of. What the Devil signifies is addictions, codependency, essentially all bad behaviors. It's things that distract you, things that can be distracting. Now, it can be anything. complacency, being lazy, procrastinating, other like being codependent, where like you're having to help you put your family before you put yourself. You care more about helping them with your needs and helping you get where you need to be. It could be having, being a martyr and always like doing things for other people instead of doing for yourself. It can be anything. It could be that, yeah, you know what, it could be alcoholism. It can be drug use, whatever it is. Like, the possibilities of distracting behaviors is endless. Only you know what it is that's distracting you. But what the page of coins is saying that you need to give is more diligence. What does this have to do with the Lover's card? You got to make a choice. That's what this is telling you. You have a choice right now that you need to make. Now, what this choice is, in order to reach the level of the king and the abundance of the King of Coins, you have to choose to study in order to complete, to reach that level of completion of abundance in your bag. Or you can choose to overthink, stay in fear, or continue to procrastinate. Those are your choices. You have that choice. Now, you can there's nothing wrong with thinking. Now, overthinking can make you complacent, and it can make you afraid. What choice are you going to make? Now, the World card also signifies admiring all your hard work. Now, along with this, which is really funny, the lesson of the Oracle. Now, what came out was pride and innocence. The pride card is telling you that yes, it's good to be humble, but sometimes we need to take pride in what it is that we do. And that's an ability that you have to acquire, because if you're on a venture that you need to start collaborating with others, making partnerships, or start making connections with people, you have to be proud of your work and be able to say, you know what, yes, I'm good at what I do. Here are my services. Here is my time. Here, whatever it is that you're doing, you have to take pride in what it is that you do to continue doing it and to get that support that you need to make those connections with those support. Along with that, in the Innocence card, it's also telling you that you have to remember that you cannot go on thinking like you know everything. You're like, whoa, wait, hold on, you're just confusing me. Be humble, but take pride in what it is that you do. Now, the funny thing is that along with these, the Devil card also reminds you that when you remember that you deserve nothing but the best, so if you give up all these distracting behaviors, if you give up on the fear, understand on what it is that you need. Take pride in what it is that you've already accomplished. Understand that you can still keep learning and actually choose to continue studying and bettering your craft. Your hard work will pay off in the end. Funny, right? Now, along with this, the message from Divine Feminine, the card that came out was Pope Joan. not many people have heard of Pope Joan, but essentially her story was she's a pope that was a woman who disguised herself as a man and in order to become the pope. And she's known as the Pontiff of Possibilities because no one would think, oh, that's not possible. Well, she did it. And her message is the possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Now, her key message, her overall message is that you should not don't rely on what you see around you. Trust in what the soul knows is possible for you. You know you know. You already know that you can accomplish a lot. Or that at least you deserve better. You at least know that. Now, you have to understand the possibility that it is possible to get what you deserve. And you can accomplish it. And you can secure that bag if you're realistic about letting go of what you no longer need, understanding what you need to give in order to get. Continue to learn. Be proud of what you have already secured. And don't go on thinking that there isn't more to learn, because there always is. Because you know what? The possibilities are endless. And I sincerely hope that this helps you guys. So I'll see you guys again next week.